Hi everyone, welcome to Narain's Life with MS. This is Narain, and it's time for a thoughtful Thursday. So, this thoughtful Thursday, I was honestly at kind of a loss for what should I talk about or what am I actually thinking about, and something couldn't get out of my head, which was the fact that today's workout was intense to a whole new level. In fact, it was so intense that there came a time that, my entire body was shaking so much that my my trainer actually had to hold me um, down so that I wouldn't shake myself off, to the side or something. And you know, and one thing that was very funny was, you know, besides being a lower body workout, there were some things that I had to do in regards to my upper body. And so there was, I was at the machine. I had to pull down, pretty much targeting uh, my triceps. And I just remember pulling it down and then just continuing all the way down until I hit the ground because there was literally no strength left in my legs. So it actually makes me, and that is one thing that I did want to think about, the fact that there used to be a time where I would stop any exercise after maybe 5 reps or 10 reps, maybe go as far as 15 reps and think, yeah, that's enough. I feel tired. And now, there are exercises that I'm getting close to about 100 reps, and sure, I get very tired after them, but at the same time, I there was, when I would think about the time where I would actually be able to do 100 reps of a certain exercise. it, the it was such a long time ago that I kind of forget which year it was. So that pretty much goes to show that, despite, whatever might have happened, whatever degradation could have happened, um, there is always the chance to, regain some of it back. And I think it's great that I'm talking about this because even yesterday, one thing that, I mentioned was the fact that, it's very important to just push ourselves, see if we can extend our limits, even though we know that, whatever our current limit might not be equivalent to what was there originally. So that's why I did want to mention all of these things. I did want to mention the fact that, today I exercised until failure, and whatever I previously thought was failure was maybe just a drop in the pan of what today's failure felt like, or what today's experience of failure was like. And of course, you know there was a lot of panting afterwards, there was a lot of gasping for air, there was a lot of you know trying to get some water into me. But at the end of the day, the realization that I am still able to exercise to the extent that I can literally feel myself have a near and out of body experience, does make me happy that I still have the ability to push myself to that limit, right? Be it that whichever exercise I'm doing it almost to a nerfed stage, right? To a stage where I'm probably not doing it to the same extent of movement that I used to previously. But at least I should give myself props for um, getting to the level of experiencing failure. And that is why a lot of times it's very important for us to be a little mindful of what we're achieving, and really looking at each sort of day as a chance to pretty much improve ourselves. And yes, this is generally a theme that I approach again and again on this channel. And the reason is that when you do have a medical condition like MS, when you when you do wake up with a certain level of uncertainty as to how your day will go, or what you may or may not be able to do, it's always a good thing to reassure yourself that regardless of what is going to happen that day, you are always going to look towards the positive angle. You're always going to look towards the improvement side, and you're always going to try and see if you can improve upon what you accomplished the previous day. Right now, I say this knowing that tomorrow I will not be working out, or whatever workout I will be doing will obviously be a lot a lot shorter, a lot milder. And that is just because it's going to be a day where I will be busy doing something else. But given that, I still have to promise to myself that I have to improve on whatever activity that I'm doing, and that tomorrow is going to be a better day than today was, or today is, and tomorrow will be a better day. So, with that said, I hope you do resonate with that ideal that, sometimes re- uh, rather than just feel all dark and dreary in regards to our medical conditions, the more important thing is to always look more towards the positive angle, to try and see if we are testing our limits, and how is our day, at least the current day, better than the previous day or the day that passed. So, with that said, I hope you do have some stories, some experiences of, you know, maybe imbibing, that, you know, idea alone. And if you do, please do share those experiences along with your thoughts and insights on whatever I have discussed today. And of course, once you do share your experiences, your thoughts, your insights, your feedback, your opinions, we can get a conversation started. And of course, as you know, I do love conversations. And that said, I don't want to hold you any longer because, as you know, tomorrow is Friday. So get ready for whatever new is to come tomorrow. Hope that tomorrow will be better than today. And of course, now here's the time to say good night, sweet dreams, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.